Okay, alamin natin kung sino ang apat na teams na maglalabanan sa NCAA Final Four. Ang kailangan ng i-settle na lang ngayon, syempre, ang matchups sa semifinals. For a discussion on the upcoming NCAA Final Four, kasama natin ang basketball analyst na si Martin Antonio. March, thanks for the clean shave.
Of course.
Welcome back. Okay. Break it down. Napaka-wild ng ending.
Oh, of course. Pala, no? May isa rin pala ako ma-assure. We would have a new champion for season 92.
Galing mo talaga.
Good,
okay.
Good forecast yan.
Wala naka-analyze doon. Okay, so here we have it. We got Arellano 13-3, Beda 12-4, and then right hot on their heels. Tied at 11-5, Perpetual Mapua. So, tama nga yung report, anything can happen.
Anything goes. Hindi pa natin alam kung sino magma-match up. Even the Arellano Chiefs could go down at 13-5.
So, both Arellanos and Beda can both drop.
Yes, talagang pwede pa silang
third or fourth.
Because they still have 2 remaining games.
Yes.
And if San Beda drops
they all play each other.
And they would play each other on the last playing day. So hindi pa talaga natin alam who would have that twice to beat advantage. Kung magkakaroon tayo ng playoff for the last Final Four slot, for the number 1 slot. So hindi natin alam kung ano pang mangyayari. So this would be a very interesting final week for season 92 eliminations.
Parang dream come true to para sa mga organizers ng NCAA.
Hindi
nila ginawa itong sa huli. As in, this schedule was determined when round 1 ended.
Oh, of course.
Diba?
The seedings of the teams.
Based on that seeding
Yes, the seedings of the teams should be paired up. So eventually, in the long run, sa dulo maglalaban yung mga top 4
Correct.
teams. So
ito na yun.
Ito na yun. Yan na.
Okay, so how do you see this playing out? I mean, in terms of how they have been playing. Yun naman yung paglalaban. You don't look at the first round anymore. You look at the second round. How healthy are these teams? How well are they playing? So let's look at Mapua first. That just, jumped in after beating Binil, tama ba?
Yeah.
Na medyo nahirapan pa sila na for some people na nagulat sila na but na-challenge pa sila Binil. But nonetheless, they're there. Coach Atergo said, finally, we're back. Pero anong tingin mong chances ng Mapua to still go up higher?
Oh, they got in by the skin of their throats. They had the heavy bombers of the JRU community at their heels. Pinaglalabanan pa nila yung number 4 slot on. But the JRU banderang kapos sunod-sunod yung pagkatalo nila nitong nakaraang linggo. But again, Mapua is a middle of the pack team. They have Olwell Oraime, who has been leading the league in rebounds with a shade under 20 per game.
Wow. Wild, no?
CJ Iset, number 2 on steals. So they're on the middle of the pack. They're still looking for another scorer. Olwell Oraime has been providing everything for them. And Coach Atoyko finds ways to win.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Mas kailangan nilang magtulong-tulong if they want to at least get a twice to beat advantage ngayong Final Four.
Okay, another team that's in the Final Four, parang wala sila last year, no? The Perps?
Yes, the
last year. So they basically took the spot of Letran in the top 4. And how good are they now? I mean, they still have to play San Beda and Mapua to finish this one out. But what are the chances to still go up possibly to second or first? And how good are they playing now?
Well, last year they finished the year bad, so to speak. Pababa yung laro nila. They were leading the standings after the first round. And then fizzled out towards the second round. They finished on the outside looking in of the Final Four.
Okay.
But this year, I really like their chances on winning the championship because defense wins championships. They are a bump and grind.
Even if they're ranked 3rd, basically tied for 3rd and 4th now, you see them as a dark horse to win it all.
Yeah.
Talaga.
I've covered some of their games, and I'm really impressed how Coach Jim Wilgican integrated his defensive philosophies. And Nick Omorogbe, for one, developed the team as a defensive juggernaut. I would go through the stats. Number 1 in points allowed, 63.4 by far.
That's wild.
That's less than 16 points a quarter.
Yeah.
They are allowing teams to shoot 33% on the field. That's 1 out of 3 shots. Number 1 in points in the paint. They allow starters to score just 34 points.
And this is consistent across the board. Kasi minsan yung numbers na yan, magkaka-aberration yan when you look at the teams in the bottom na tinatambakan nila. Pero even against the top teams, they're able to do that.
Exactly. And they've been stopping people on the dime. And if you watch them play, I have been raving about them whole season, the way they rotate, the way that they run on transition defense. They're the team that allows the least transition points at 7 points per game. That is big. If you're the best half-court defending team and transition defending team, you have a very, very good chance. And they are filled with unselfish guys. Gab Dagangon is there. Bright Acuete and Prince Eze are leading the fort for them. And yung mga unheralded guys, like Keith Pido, are really doing the dirty work for Coach Jim Wilgican.
So, system players and well-run system team.
Well-run system team. they don't blow you out with highlight plays, but they are a bump and grind, nitty-gritty type of teams. They would beat you on the trenches. So that's I really like how they're.
Okay, interesting to see. Abangan natin yan. Meanwhile, San Beda, they're at number 2, nagdedelikado, 12-4. They have that half-game lead against Perpetual Mapua. Meron pa silang laban against Perpetual and Arellano. Pero bakit ganito? I mean, in previous years, we've always seen San Beda, make a run to the number 1 spot and go to the finals. And what's been their struggle this season? Amidst na meron silang 4 na talo, they've also had some really difficult wins.
Difficult. Talagang sa dulo nilang bumitaw. But again, the San Beda Red Lions is on a transition year, so to speak. They had their senior leaders graduate from last year, the Becerra Mayors of the world, Art de la Cruz, Ola Adiogo, and the man on the middle. They also lost Donald Tanque this year to a ACL injury. That's very big for Coach Jamaica Harin because he is the type of player that would really fit well on his system. Basurero, yan yung term natin mga Filipinos. He would get rebounds, he doesn't need a place to be called for him. He gets good percentages, he makes everybody better. He gives JV Mocon more breathing room to penetrate on the middle, and he allows the Von Potts to really be the Von Potts and Robert Bolick and create and do those mismatches. But they are the number 1 scoring team. They are the perfect contradiction to the Perpetual Health Almas. These guys are high-flying, high-scoring, beat you with charisma type of team. They would score a lot. They're number 1 in point differentials, outscoring opponents by at least 9 points per game. That's big. They're number 1 on the league on that. And they're the number 1 team when it comes to pace. They have at least 90 possessions, and they score a lot on those. And they would want to run.
So in terms of the offensive philosophy na gusto ni Coach Jamaica, na-apply naman
of course.
He's getting what he wants. Pero defensively, bakit sila nagkukulang?
Well, defensively,
nasa tao ba? Kulang in terms of what they had before?
They lost a lot of size. They've been being punched on the lip, pummeled underneath. They had a diamond in the rough in Ben Adamos, who played splendidly, filling in for Donald Tanque. But once the better teams became more concentrated on attacking and gashing them in the paint and just taking it to the heart of their defense, mas nahihirapan sila. And the defense has started clamping down on their main guys. JV Mocon has been defended well. The Von Potts has been defended well. And now they are on a flux of looking who is the real go-to guy of this team. Kasi Coach Jamaica runs a 15-man deep lineup. And when push comes to shove, you need to find that guy who would stand up and gather the troops, galvanize the troops. So that's the main concern for them. Who would lead them and how they would answer the call of the challenges that was put to them.
All right, of course, sitting up top, but not by a big margin, 13-3 itong Arellano. And, they're no longer just a Gio Holando team.
No,
how scary is Arellano and how prime are they, to possibly win it all? Although they still have to play Mapua and San Beda as well.
This might be their year. They have a senior leader, not a senior guard. He still has a playing year in Giovanni Halalon. He has the perfect complement in Kent Salado, bus driver and conductor. This guy plays hearts out. Pagdating sa floor, he just brings it every doggone time. They have a big man in Lervin Flores who controls the boards, gives those hard screens, and just the moxie of the team. Overall, they're an up-tempo team. To quote my good friend Mix Bustos' term for them, sila lang ang bus na hindi diesel. Pagkaon,
may turbo. Gasolina na turbo pa.
Talagang nakaarangkada agad. So that's their main thing. They force turnovers. They have the number 1 assist man, the number 1 steals guy in Gio Halalon, and all of the guys galvanized to him with what San Beda lacks, Arellano Chiefs have.
And is the coaching, system now and the experience of the coaching of Coach Jerry prime na din?
Of course.
To lead the team to championship.
It's the perfect storm for them. It's a watered down year for the NCAA. The top teams have been in transition. The defending champs graduated a lot of players. And the Arellano Chiefs have a very solid core and a mature team and a mature leaders and a very mature coaching staff to lead them towards the finals.
All right, all the more, di pa ba kayo naglalaway sa ganda ng labanan nitong Final Four? And not just the Final Four, but the last 2 games respectively. So the end of this week of the NCAA is going to be wild and crazy. Abangan nyo yan, syempre, with sila Martin and the gang over at the NCAA. So thanks so much.
Thank you,
all the
DJ.
more, we're excited to see how this turns out. And we'll see you again when the NCAA Final Four comes.
For more sports updates, keep watching The Score. And don't forget to subscribe.